Hello everybody, I am back with another Mr. Weird, no, sorry I haven't saying that, but in this video, in general, I will be doing a review session where I talk about and basically review something, but in this video, I'm just going to be reviewing my first cheap anime figures that I bought in one of my favorite anime stores that I love going. And if you're wondering, here's the name. And for those who live in Florida but don't know a good anime store, here's a good store. Plus, for those who are from other states, other countries, and visit Florida and want to buy, I guess, anime stuff, this is the best place to go. I do recommend it. I do love it. I enjoy it, and etc. etc. But anyway, these two anime figures that I bought them in 2 separate days. One of them I went alone, and the other one I went with my best friend. We went, she also bought one of her first anime figure as well. The only difference is mine two are two small chibi anime figures based on 2 characters. One of them is from Sasuke in the Naruto Shippuden look, and the second one is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. They're 2 different, and they're a little bit, they're not the same size, but one of them is smaller. So the first figure I will be showing is the Sasuke one. This is how it looks, and of course here's a view how it looks completely with details and everything. And the second figure I will be showing you is the Tanjiro. It's not that big. It looks pretty good. And of course, here's a video of the detail of how it looks and everything. And the question is buying cheap anime figures worth it? And based on these 2 figures, I would say yes. The only thing is, I would say be careful with the anime figures, and everything, For example, this one right here, this one, the Sasuke Chibi figure cost me, like I said, $20. It's pretty good details. It has, has a sword, has some of the designs I like. The only thing is one of his hand or arms move, which I don't think it's supposed to, and then the other one kind of wiggles, and of course the head does pop out, because when it kind of fell, the head did pop out, but it did not break or anything. But based on the design, of course, it looks a little bit off. I feel like a more expensive chibi would probably give you more details. But for a beginner, it's not bad. And this is exactly how I bought it. It didn't come with anything else. It just came with a stance. It does pop out. It only has one, where you can put it in. And that's about all. That's how it looks. Like I said, it does have good details in certain spots. The only thing is, kind of bothers me is this part right here. I feel like that could have been one full part where it could have been covered or whatever. But like I said, that's the only thing that looks off or a little bit weird, and maybe a little of his face. So that is the first figure. The second figure I will show again is Tanjiro, the chibi version. This one is a little bit much more cuter. It's simple. His arms don't move at all. His head does. Of course, the same thing with him. He does come out. It's the same, where it has one where you can plug in into the hole. And this one, I will admit, this one, even though it is cheaper by $2, this one looks like it has a little bit better design. The mouth is a little bit off. Let me see if I can show you. The mouth looks a little bit off, looks weird, and I do apologize for the yellow lighting. I wish I had better lighting. But overall, the details don't look bad, I will admit, there are, like I said, details here and there where it makes it look off. But overall, would I recommend buying cheap figures? Yes, I probably would. For a beginner, for somebody who doesn't know anything about anime figures or wants to start collecting, yes, I would probably recommend. And the thing is, I'm not inexperienced, so I can't say, you know, I'm not a professional where I can tell the difference between a fake or a real one or an unprofessional or professional. I cannot tell you that. You would have to watch an anime. And then also the thing is that gave me this idea was there's a YouTuber I watch. His name is The Anime Man, and he does a video of him reviewing, you know, cheap and actually showing you a good detail if you want to learn more of those. But the one thing I would recommend when coming to buy anime figures in general, whether it's cheap or expensive, is always look at the details. Look at the details from an image, from the actual anime character, and look at the figure. Does it match? Does it look good? Does it, you know, match? If something looks off, I think that's when you know it's not a professionally made design anime figure. But overall, these two designs, they're not bad. They're, for me, like I said, they're good for beginners. I can't complain. I really like them. I may buy actual more figures, but actual, like, not chibi. But for now, these were the cheapest ones. These are the ones that I like the most. They, you know, and they like, but the one my best, and I will show you maybe an image here and there of how it looks. Because the one my best friend got was an actual figure of a $78 of Edward from Full Metal Alchemist, you know, and it has good details. The head can pop out, you can replace the face, replace the arm, and add, you know, stuff, and it has a cool stance design. So those, and the thing is, that one, I will admit, that one, and maybe in another video we can do a video where we show off, where she shows off her figure and gives off her opinion. And note, she just became an anime fan. I converted her. She's one of us, guys. Don't worry. For those who are anime fans, she's one of us now. So, and that was her first anime. So she fell in love with it, and she bought that figure. So, you know, it's great to. But anyway, like I said, that figure she bought looked professional, looked made. It actually looked pretty good. And it came with a box, and it looked like it was shipped from Japan because they had Japanese writing and everything. But like I said, back to reviewing if it's worth. I would say yes, it is worth buying cheap ones, but you just got to be careful and look at the details and make sure if it looks off or not. Because if something doesn't look right, if you keep on saying you're like, there's something about it that just doesn't look right, you know, then I would probably, then that's when you realize you shouldn't buy it, or I would recommend don't buy it. But overall, for example, like for a beginner, like these two I showed you, they're not bad. They're not bad for beginners. And later on, I will be buying more figures, more stuff that I love. So I hope this video kind of gave you an informative understanding of, you know, when it comes to buying cheap anime figures, the only advice I can tell you, like I said, pay attention, look at the details, and see if stuff look off, if the design in the eyes, the face, the details of the clothing look weird. And if it looks off, I wouldn't recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't long, but you know, I just wanted to give this try to my first review of my first anime figures. Thank you for watching, and like I always say, I'm weird, don't judge.